They said Sleepy Hollow was a peaceful place, a land where dreams clung to the fog and time itself slept beneath the old Dutch trees. But I learned that some places are not meant for the living. Some places remember too much. My name is Ichabod Crane, and this is what really happened. The year was 1790. I had been assigned to teach in a quiet settlement north of Tarrytown. The locals called it Sleepy Hollow, for the stillness that hung over it, like the valley itself was half dreaming. I fancied it romantic, a place to read, to teach, to start anew. I was a fool. The very first landmark I passed was the church. The villagers said it was haunted by a Hessian soldier who'd lost his head to a cannonball during the war. They buried him there, without his head, and on certain nights, they said he rode again.
You'll hear him soon enough, schoolmaster. When the mist crawls low and the crickets fall silent, that's when he rides.
The imagination is a fine thing, sir, but I've yet to see a ghost that survives daylight.
You won't. They fade with dawn, and take whoever saw them.
You'll believe it soon enough, Crane. The horsemen don't like strangers in his hollow.
Brom Bones, my rival, though I didn't yet know it. He had the look of a man born from the soil, confident, careless, adored by all. And then there was Katrina Van Tassel, his promised bride, and the reason I lingered longer than wisdom allowed.
My father says you bring reason to this village, Mr. Crane. But reason doesn't live here long.
Then perhaps I'll teach it to stay. And what do you believe, Miss Van Tassel?
The horseman took his head too, they say. I believe some men don't stay buried.
The stories haunted every corner of Sleepy Hollow. The Hessian, a mercenary who fought for gold, not honor, was said to have lost his head to a cannonball during a skirmish near the bridge. His comrades buried his body in the churchyard, but never found the head. They say his spirit hunts every soul who dares wander after dark. I'd seen maps like it before, Hessian troop routes, but this one was newer. Someone had traced the horseman's supposed path. I told myself it was Brom, drunk and playing tricks. But the sound of the hooves was too steady, too deliberate. Who goes there? I fled without looking back, but even as I rode, I heard the hooves behind me, my heart pounding as the hooves were gaining on me. Could I make it out alive, or would I be the next horseman casualty? Hessian mercenary, unnamed in death, but why did they bury him here, far from the battlefield, and who keeps his grave so clean?
Not wise to linger, schoolmaster. He don't rest easy. Who? The soldier, the horseman. He was seen again last week. By the river. But mark me, sir. Sometimes the dead ride because someone calls them.
He was real, a Hessian lieutenant who fought under Colonel Rahl, killed by a cannon at White Plains, buried here because the villagers feared the body would draw spirits if left unblessed. Every legend begins with truth, but sometimes truth demands belief to stay alive, and I had begun to believe. Sleep has betrayed me. I wake to the sound of hoofbeats that vanish when I rise. The children whisper that they hear them too. Perhaps I've infected them. The mind finds patterns in wind and wire. I am a man of reason. I am not losing. Dreams are the rehearsal of madness. I fear I am becoming fluent.
He speaks to graves now. Found him at dawn by the church, talking to the dirt.
They look at me as though I'm the ghost. Perhaps I am.
Planning to keep spirits out or call them in, schoolmaster?
Father, I have sinned, though I know not against whom. He listens when I speak his name. The barrier between us is thinning.
You've changed, Ichabod. The children say you draw the horseman in chalk on the floor. Brom says you wander at night.
I'm close to proving he's a tale. Just one more test.
It's not proof you want, it's belief.
You don't understand.
I understand that some stories shouldn't be studied. They should be left sleeping.
Even the birds fear to sing his name now. Show yourself. You're a story. I give you nothing but shape.
Danke, Lehrer. Thank you, teacher.
You frightened the children. The church elders want you gone.
Maybe you and the horseman can ride off together.
You think it's my mind that conjures him, then stop whispering his name. Fear feeds him, and you feast like priests at his altar.
Enough, already, stop!
Every 7 years the fog returns thicker, when Mars burns red above the valley. He rides then, a soldier of gravity and guilt. My body is failing, my mind perhaps, clearer than ever. What if he isn't seeking his own head, but mine? I sought truth, and truth sought me back. If I destroy the relic, perhaps the cycle breaks.
Headless! Headless!
You heard him too, didn't you? The stories orbit me. I am the gravity, the beginning and the end.
You must stop. The villagers are gathering. They mean to burn this place down.
It's too late. He's awake.
Then run, leave with me. If I leave, he'll follow. If I stay, maybe he'll take me instead.
Please, he's already here. A man who hunts ghosts must offer himself as bait. If he is illusion, then I am its dreamer. If he is real, then I am his mouthpiece. Either way, tomorrow ends the question. The horseman stands in the middle of the path, sword lowered, jack-o'-lantern breathing ghostly fire. He mirrors me, always has. You called me with your reason, you fed me with your fear, now we ride together, I will ride with you to hell, keep them safe, you have to promise or I won't go with you. Katrina in the crowd spots my journal lodged in the mud, lifts it carefully and opens to the final page. Dearest Katrina, if these words should ever reach your hands, it means I did not return from the hollow. The nights grow longer, and the air hangs thick with the stench of decay and vengeance. I have seen him, the rider, the headless horseman whose fury knows no rest. His blade is not forged of steel alone, but of hatred, loss, and something far darker that the living cannot comprehend. I write to you by the light of a dying candle, the horseman's hoofbeats echoing faintly beyond the bridge. I know now there is only one way to end his curse. It is not victory I seek, but peace. For Sleepy Hollow, and for you. Should I fall this night, my soul will not flee into the heavens. It will bind with his, two halves of the same torment, joined at last. Through my death, I may trap him within me, sealing his rage so that no more innocent blood be spilled upon these haunted roads. Do not grieve, my beloved. Think of me not as lost, but as the whisper that stirs the autumn leaves, as the watchful mist that guards the hollow. Know that I chose this fate, so that you, and all who dwell in our fair valley, might know safety once more. And when the wind howls through the trees, if it carries a familiar voice calling your name, do not fear it, for that will be me, Katrina, forever keeping the horseman at bay. Yours in life, death, and legend, Ichabod Crane.
The tale of Ichabod Crane has inspired generations, whispered through the rustling leaves, carried on the fog that creeps between the gravestones, retold by firelight when the nights grow long and cold. But behind every legend lies a truth, one buried as deep as the bodies that made it. In the decades after Ichabod Crane vanished, villagers claimed to hear the echo of his voice on stormy nights. Some swore they saw two shadows riding beneath the moon, one headless, one whole, galloping as one. Others said the horseman's blade no longer thirsted for blood, that his fury had gone silent the very night Ichabod faced him on the bridge. Katrina never wed. She kept Ichabod's journal hidden in her family chest, its pages stained with wax and fear, until her final days. When it was found, generations later, the ink had faded, yet one line remained clear as if freshly written. Through my death, I may trap him within me. And so the tale endures, of love defying terror, of sacrifice silencing a curse. Even now, when the mist settles over the hollow and the church bell tolls midnight, the riders are said to return, not in vengeance, but in vigil, guarding Sleepy Hollow forever. Two souls, one legend.